Hey, welcome to another random adventure with me, Justin. And we are on vacation with some of my family today. We've actually been on vacation for about 3 days now. And we've stayed some time in Boise. We've traveled. Here comes Ellie. And we are actually here after a long trip from Horseshoe Bend, Idaho. We are now in Idaho City, Idaho. And if you want to see all of our trip, I'll put some pictures at the end of this video. But right now we are, do you know where we're at?
At the cemetery.
We are at Pioneer Cemetery here in Idaho City. It's about 40 acres, I learned, with about 3,000 people buried here. I could have made a video of this whole vacation, but this intrigues me the most. So let's go check it out. So again, this Pioneer Cemetery, Idaho City was actually from a bunch of miners. This was early in 1863. This Pioneer Cemetery was established on 40 acres. 40 acres! It's pretty crazy. I want to go check it out. Oh, thanks for letting us in here, kiddo. So I'm not sure what we're up against. Looks like at the cemetery, they still use it for a few things. 2008.
People died.
Yeah. That's a cool headstone. That's kind of what I want. Just a big old rock. 78. I don't even need like this stuff. Just give me a big old rock. But you can see it's basically the side of a mountain. Super cool. This old cemetery. I wish my daughter Eliza was here. She likes cemeteries, but she doesn't like trees. So maybe she wouldn't enjoy this. Let's walk up this path, see how far we can go. This is kind of crazy. Like, these burial sites are basically just here on the side of the hill. This was 79, so this has been here almost as long as I have. It's just a plot.
Daddy.
Yes, kiddo. Oh yeah, look at this one.
I can't even see it.
Yeah, I don't even know how old it is. I'm gonna follow you, Ellie. See, there's supposedly, these don't look that old. That's 2017.
What?
But supposedly, they have been trying to refurbish some of these that are over 100 years old and put new headstones in. But it's nice to see there's still flags and everything. I love these ones with the gate around them, the fence. 1920, age 52 years old. It's beautiful. So peaceful here.
I'm gonna see the others.
Where do you think everybody went? Oh, this was the Chinese section. There were a lot of Chinese here. They were buried in the lower southeast part of the cemetery. It was customary to place a scrumptious meal on the grave of any deceased Chinese to ensure that they would not get hungry on their journey to the next life. The funeral procession was also a celebration, complete with music. They believed that their souls would not rest until their bones were returned to China. Oh man, by 1906, the bones of all the Chinese buried here had been disinterred and shipped back to China. Wow. That's cool. Very respectful. This is quite the adventure. There's one that says unknown. Can you even see that? It's kind of hidden.
Yeah, I can see it. It's unknown.
Yeah. And it's kind of sunk in the ground a little bit.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of those kind of things. You can see Emily up the hill exploring. She's got a brochure that tells a little bit about it. How do you feel about this place, Ellie?
I don't really like cemeteries.
You don't like it?
No.
I think it's very peaceful. Do you see hear the birds? I think it's a very spiritual experience to think about who may be here and what they are.
12.
12. Mom must have the number 12 on her list. This is a beautiful wrought iron.
It's a baby.
I'm not sure. Maybe because there is a lamb on the headstone. We were learning about that, didn't we? Looks like age 7 years. They were 7 years old. 7 years, 7 months, and 12 days.
How old were they?
7 years old. About your age. Somebody must have really loved this boy to go through all the work of putting up this fence. A wrought iron fence.
Why do they have a fence up?
It's to keep the privacy so people know where they were buried and so people can respect and not walk on it. It's beautiful, isn't it? Maybe Mom can help us know more if she's got the sheet. This is quite the adventure. Oh yeah, there's a few right here, huh? That one was born in 1824 and died in 1890. They must have had some money to be that pretty and that ornate and that big of a headstone. Some people didn't have money for the wrought iron fences, so they built it out of wood. Look at these. The wood has begun to deteriorate and also to grow moss. Then he couldn't even afford a headstone. It's unknown who's buried here, but they built the fence. Oh, there's quite a few up here in this section.
This one is another unknown.
Another unknown, but they built the fence. And still another one over here.
Probably unknown. Hi, Mom.
See? Now this one's very unusual because if you look at this one next to it, do you see that a tree has grown out from their grave? And this tree
Elizabeth?
is probably at least as old as the gravesite. Elizabeth?
Kind of like Eliza's name.
Yeah. Elizabeth Zipf, 1875.
How old was she?
So when I was born, this tree was 100 years old. 103 years old. She had this headstone right here made of wood. Look at that. Elizabeth Zipf, in memory of, died 1875. Her soul is in this tree. I think that's beautiful. Okay, I will follow you. Wow. I love that it returns to nature.
Now we have to find Mom again.
Okay, let's keep going. We'll find Mom.
What number 12?
What's number 12, Mom?
Robert Jones.
Robert Jones, was he a kid at 10 years old?
Rests in the oldest identified grave in the cemetery. His father, Herman Jones, and his family
The oldest identified grave.
are buried in the Jones Day family plot,
Oh.
which is located on the opposite side of the cemetery. And this one here is
So many. So many.
There's two, Mom.
Ellie discovered this one that has one plot, 2 headstones. And this one was 6 years old when she passed away. But she wasn't sure why there's one at the other end. Could have been maybe 2 people were buried.
Dad,
It says,
can you leave some
Francis-
for her since she was my age.
you want to leave something for her since she was your age?
Yeah.
Let's see if I've got any coins. Here you go, dear. You can pick the shiniest one. I think that's very beautiful.
This one is.
Okay. I'm going to tell you about this person. This is Frances Evangeline, or they called her Eva Brandstetter. And she's the closest link to the discovery of gold on Grimes Creek. Her father was a member of the Grimes Party of 12 prospectors who found this place. Can you believe that?
Where's the place?
I don't know. You can put it on the other side where the other ones are if you'd like.
What?
We found you a surprise.
Her cause of death is unknown.
This one?
Hey, there's our family.
My age.
What do you think of this place, Laura?
We found some lights down there that like are dipped in. Yeah, they got unburied. Yeah.
We found one with a tree
And the
growing
bodies
right
got
up through
sent
it.
back to China.
I saw that. I think this is beautiful. It looks like a church.
And shipped to China.
And
To China?
again, it's unknown. They didn't even have the ability for a headstone. Unless it's been, I mean, quite possibly stolen or fallen over. And this wrought iron is beautiful. If you look at the lambs, trees. Mary Penny was the wife of James Penny and is the closest link to Boise City in the cemetery. Wow. She died suddenly at the age of 25 in 1869. His wife, or her husband, was basically the first mayor of Boise. Gorgeous. It's just a very peaceful feeling here. I wish I lived closer. I'd definitely be buried here. This one to your left is so little. It's just a little baby. Infant son of Nelson and Ella, 1888. I wonder if we're related. George Hansen, 85 years old, 1910. This is the Hansen plot. This is where I should be. And this one looks like a castle. Super cool. I'll have to do some research on that one. Is this the east side where they say it all the bad doers come? On the map it says all the murderers, all the outsiders, all buried on the east side.
Can you go back?
Yeah, go with Mom. I'll be right back.
I want to go back with you.
Okay, I'm going to explore just a little more. So much to see here. Like this. I don't know if this is a plot or just an old fence. I don't know. But there's a huge one over here.
Daddy,
Yes, my dear. Okay, we'll get you some water. Can I look at this?
wait for me.
Peter Donahue. Golly Tyrone Incorporated, Ireland. Huh. Well, you know what? I just happened to have, we stopped here at the visitor center and got the Idaho City Pioneer Cemetery trustee. It says, this guy was a wealthy miner from Ireland, and he's an example of many Irishmen who came to the West in search of gold and to avoid the Civil War. So he was just, didn't want to fight in the war, so he went to find gold. He left, let's see, Donahue left no family, but has the largest headstone in the cemetery because an administrator of his estate received a commission based on the expenses of his estate. The larger headstone meant more money for the administrator. So the more that he spent, the more he got to keep. So that would explain. This is almost bigger than I am. Pretty sad, that's how it goes. Money, money, money. This headstone was the wife of John Gorman, who was the Boise County Sheriff in the early years. Supposedly, this stone is the finest Italian marble in all of the cemetery. And it's the only one with a log cross carved into it. And these are all on the very end, kind of out here where nobody goes. There's probably a reason for that. The last one out here in the middle of nowhere is over on this side. He was Matthew Zapp, who operated the saloon. You know, my paper doesn't say who this is, but it's one little headstone in this big old fence, huh? So I think it's probably a family plot. There's probably a lot of people buried here. That's what I think.
Can we see?
Not without digging everybody up. We probably shouldn't do that. But I have good news for you.
What?
This is the very last one at the very end of the cemetery. This okay, we're gonna go fix her shoes. That one's beautiful too. Hey, can you show the video your find? Your blowy?
Look.
Beautiful.
But I can't blow it out, look.
Oh, I saw a few go.
Try.
Yeah.
It won't do it.
That's a good find though. Did somebody gift that to you or did you find it?
Hannah did.
Super nice. Let's fix your shoe now.
Yeah.
Okay, crisis averted. We're on the road again. Anyways, I think I could spend a lot of time in this place. It's very peaceful. And I love the mountains. I'll take these kind of trees over the beach. That's my thing.
Where are we going?
Go in between them.
Right here?
Sure, that'll work too. Let's follow that path. We gotta find everybody back down the hill. Not everybody came up this way because it's kind of the edge. And I'm not even sure where Emily went.
What way are we going?
Either way, you can see these trees just go on forever. Okay, go down that path, that's good. And out in the distance there, you can see the Boise National Forest. That's basically what we're in the middle of. If you look really close, if I stand still, you might be able to see Zariah and Anna right about there. You see them? Keep going straight. You'll see them. Let's go find them. Boy, you were like still as a statue right there. Let's go find them. That was impressive. So, anyways, unless I find something else pretty exciting, we're just kind of going through what we've already seen. So I'll catch you up here in a minute. What do you think of this place, Sarah?
Kind of gives me creepy vibes.
That's fair.
With all the metal fences and the...
It's like
I also don't really like cemeteries. They kind of gross me out because when you think about it, you're just stepping over like where dead bodies lie.
Well, luckily there's lots of like a pathway here, so you don't have to worry about
Yeah,
that
but
too
either way,
much.
you're still stepping on it.
On the path?
Stepping on it right now.
Oh, you mean like graves?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think there's any graves we're stepping on the pathway. I hope. I don't know. He did say there was a lot of unknown, unmarked graves. I didn't see that round one over there. There's so much to see here.
Yeah, there is. I don't got time to see all that.
I know, never enough time.
You'd have to be...
So anyways, that's the Idaho City Cemetery. And if you ever get a chance, if you're out in the Boise area, this is probably about 5 hours from my home in Clearfield. So we've got a little bit of a trip ahead of us today. But if you want to see the rest of our vacation photos, check them out after this. Thanks, and go have your own random adventure.
At the back, the road is calling. Feel the wind, no time for stalling. Chase the sun as it dips low. Every step a place to go. Find a spark in the unknown. Feel alive where seeds are sown. Memories born in fleeting skies. In a moment we'll realize. Dance on streets we'd never seen. Write our names where hearts convene. Whispers echo in the breeze. Life's a riddle begging please. Find a spark in the unknown. Feel alive where seeds are sown. Memories born in fleeting skies. In a moment we'll realize. Stars above, they light the way. Every night turns into day. One heartbeat, one fleeting glance. Life's a never-ending dance. Find a spark in the unknown. Feel alive where seeds are sown. Memories born in fleeting skies. In a moment we'll realize. Fans on streets we've never seen. Write our names where hearts convene. Whispers echo in the breeze. Life's a riddle begging please. Life's a riddle begging please. The stars above, they light the way. Every night turns into day. One heartbeat, one fleeting glance. Life's a never-ending dance. Life's a never-ending dance. Find a spark in the unknown. Feel alive where seeds are sown. Memories born in fleeting skies. In a moment we'll realize.
Pack the bags, please hop inside. This 12-seater pass pod wide. The sun is melting in the sky. Begin our crazy family ride. God above, guides our way. Rolling past the fields of hay. Children laugh, parents pray. Our journey goes on for days.